All right, Munchkins, I'm trying to get this videotape for you from homework, but I have no tools here at school, so I'm gonna probably have it move around a little bit, but I'm gonna try my best to get it for you. So let's get started. John is creating a homemade bubble solution. The ratio of the amount of dishwashing liquid to the amount of glycerin is 2:1. So I have my 2:1 ratio. This is my dish soap. This is my glycerin. I'm just going to do a short form for that. How many tablespoons of glycerin should be mixed with 1 tablespoon of dishwashing liquid? So we have to make it out of 1. Now, if I'm doing that, how do I go from 2 to 1? That's my question. Well, I'm dividing. 2 divided by 2 gets me to 1. So now, if I've divided by 2 at top, I have to divide by 2 on the bottom. And what is 1 divided by 2? It is 1/2. Because half of 1 is 1/2. We're dividing by 2. So here's our answer. It is B. Check yourself. If you got it right, yay. If not, rewind, listen to it again if you need to. All right. We have a unit rate question for this next one. We are looking at a swimmer completes 8 laps in 15 minutes. What is the swimmer's rate in laps per hour? So this one is a little tricky because we've got laps in minutes. We have 8 laps, 15 minutes. That's our initial. Oops, sorry. That's what we have initially. And then it says, how many does it do in an hour? Well, I can't switch from minutes to an hour, so I'm going to make sure that I'm showing an hour in minutes. So I'm just putting that it has to equal 60 minutes. Now I have to figure out 15 times what gets me to 60. If you've got a calculator, you can do 60 divided by 15, or you can count by 15s. It's time. 15, 30, 45, 60. That's times 4. If I've multiplied the bottom by 4, I am multiplying the top by 4, which gives me 32. So my answer is D, 32 laps per hour, because this goes across and that's my laps. Okay, keep your labels. All right, let's look at this bottom question. At a bakery, Dennis uses 18 cups of flour for 8 batches of cookies. What is the unit rate? Unit rate, again, unit rate is out of 1, Miss Traster. It's out of 1. Very good. So I need to show this as an equal ratio. Oh, sorry. I put my 1 down there and I should not have. Let me fix that. I have 18 cups of flour for 8 batches. Now I'm trying to figure out what the equivalent ratio would be for the unit rate of 1. How do I go from 8 to 1? Well, I divide by 8. So if I'm dividing the bottom by 8, I have to divide the top by 8. 18 divided by 8 is going to give you a decimal. If you have a calculator, you'll see it easily. If not, you're doing your long division from unit 1 so that you can do your unit rate. So the unit rate is 2.25 cups of flour. Oops, cups of flour. And that means A is your correct answer. Hooray! Look at us. All right. On the back, our last 3 questions that we have. We have a recipe for soup has a ratio of 3 cups of tomatoes to 1 cup of corn. I'm going to box in my information. 3 cups of tomatoes, 1 cup corn. That's my ratio. Tomatoes to corn. And my ratio is 3 to 1. If Amanda has 1 cup of tomatoes, how much corn will she need to keep her ratio? So now I'm just creating an equivalent ratio. I know it has to be 3. I'm taking my 3. It has to be 1. How do I go from 3 to 1? I divide by 3. So if I'm dividing the top by 3, I need to divide the bottom by 3, which would give me 1/3. 1 divided by 3 is 1/3. If you did this on your calculator, you would have ended up with a decimal number of points 3333333, which is the same as 1/3. So your answer is 1/3 of a cup, A. Anna is working a fast food restaurant and made $45 for 6 hours. Allison is working at a retail store and made $50.75 for 7 hours. So here I know I'm going to have 2 people that I need to work on. I have Allison and I have Anna. Let's find out what the question is so we know exactly what type of problem it is. If both girls work 10 hours, which girl would make more money and how much will she earn? All right, so I have to solve for both of these. I have to figure out how much Anna would make in 10 hours, and I need to know how much Allison would make in 10 hours. In order to find out how many they'd make in 10 hours, I need to find my unit rate because I need to know how much they make per hour. So I'm going to start with Anna, and I want to be very careful and put all of that information together and then keep Allison's information separate so that I keep everything organized. So I have Anna who makes $45 in 6 hours, dollars over hours. I'm going to keep the same order for my ratio for Allison. Allison makes $50.75 in 7 hours. I need to find my unit rate, and if I am making each of these out of one, I have to do my division for this one. So I would have to divide by 6. Here I'm dividing by 7. 45 divided by 6 gives me $7.50. That's how much she's going to make per hour. And then over here for Allison, $50.75 divided by 7 is going to give me $7.25. So let's go back to our question. If both girls work 10 hours, which girl would make more money and how much will she earn? Well, who's making more to start off with? Let's think about that. Anna's making more. So in the long run, if they both work 10 hours, who's going to end up with more money? It's going to be Anna. But that doesn't answer my question because it says how much will she earn? So I need to take this unit rate of $7.50 over 1, and I am going to make an equivalent ratio to show my 10 hours and how much she'll make. So $7.50 times 10 gives you $75. So in 10 hours, Anna's making $75. Let's do the same thing with Allison. She is making a unit rate of $7.25 per 1 hour. We need that to be out of 10 hours. $7.25 times 10 means that her take home for 10 hours would be $72.50. That means that Anna would have the most money made in 10 hours at $75. So we've got Anna, $75. Let's move on to our last question. A turtle can crawl 20 feet in 10 minutes. Feet, minutes. And we have 20 feet, 10 minutes. At this rate, how far can a turtle crawl in 1 hour? This was similar to that to one of those problems we had in the front where they were swimming the laps. Remember that one? So we can't change it to 1 hour because minutes and hours aren't the same unit of measure. We need to make sure that we're showing an hour in minutes. So that's 60 minutes. How do I get from 10 to 60? Multiplying it by 6. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. 20 times 6 means that this turtle is traveling 120 feet in an hour, which is about all I feel I could do right now leaving school. So I hope this helped you guys. Your answer for that last one is C. I will see you tomorrow. This one is for period 1. Periods 1. I hope that this helped. Talk to you later. Bye.